such a big atom bomb and cannot do anything to these viruses.
Yes, Master.
And they are more awakened in many places because climate change is thawing much of the permafrost. And all these viruses, the bacteria that have been frozen in there will come out.
Yes, Master.
Incredibly, bacteria unknown to science has been discovered.
Interestingly, we also found that the bacteria in this ice wedge that had been frozen for 26,000 years came back alive again, started to reproduce when it was brought to room temperature.
You were able to regenerate bacteria from 26,000 years ago.
Yeah, and so it lets you know how viable life can be in these extreme environments, right?
So you're discovering new bacteria that humans have never known before.
That's right.
We know that permafrost in the Arctic holds huge amounts of microorganisms, of bacteria, of viruses, of anthropogenic, nuclear, chemical waste, heavy metals, etc. And these are components that are stored locked in within the ice, and now the thawing happens in a top-down direction. So that means we continued warming. First, we have recently deposited components being released, and as the warming continues, the thawing continues, the increasingly older components become released and re-enter environmental fluxes into systems. We know that such microorganisms are extremely adapted to extreme conditions. They have viabilities of more than 1 million years. We know that bacteria in permafrost have antibiotic resistance. And we also found viruses in permafrost in the Arctic region that can affect human health, like pox, like anthrax, like different influenza viruses. Very little is known about mutations, about how they will interact with current viruses, etc.
It's not just COVID-19 that we should worry about. And still not humble enough to ask for forgiveness from God and try to U-turn, be more benevolent to all fellow humans as well as the co-inhabitant animal people.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
That's right.